Hello, Sutter Middle School students and parents. This is Mr. Cortez, your principal here at Sutter Middle School, home of the Wildcats. If at the end of this presentation you have any questions, please give us a call or email me. I will have a link here for you so that you have access to this information. Our team this year will consist of myself, the principal. Our interim assistant principals can be Mike McComb, who's coming from the high school. Miss Patty Madden will be at Fremont. Miss Maria Rodriguez will be our counselor. Andrea Garza is our office manager. Our clerk is Miss Bonhurst, and our nurse is Miss Zapata. Our pledge here at Sutter Middle School is always to collaborate, be intentional, reflect, and take those risks necessary to improve the quality of instructions. And we are committed to the quality, not just for instruction for our students, for the quality of services we provide for our students. If you have any questions or if you have any recommendations, please give me a call or email me. As you know, this year we are on Plan C and we're on the Fresno County watch list. So we are going to be starting school on Plan C for the first 4 weeks. And once we get clear, once Fresno County gets cleared, we will shift into the blended learning that has its own schedule. So both of them, both Plan C and B, have their own schedules, and I will be going through them. Specifically at this presentation, we'll go a little bit more detail with the distance learning schedule and show a little preview towards the blended learning schedule. Full distance learning is going to be very different than last year, so really important that you sit with your child and really discuss that this distance learning will be very different. It's a little bit more rigorous. Accountability pieces are going to be more intense. So let's go over what are these accountability pieces. Your child will be obviously using the Google Classroom platform. Super important that your child is right now checking their email. Teachers are already sending the codes via Gmail. So Gmail is going to be very important that your children or your students know how to navigate the Gmail. As well, super important that you guys find a quiet place where your child can be focused, because they are going to be going to school, but the school is going to be at their home. Norms that we expect our students to follow, obviously to find a quiet place where they can do their work, show up on time to the Google Meets, be respectful at all times during the video class, knowing appropriate language, gestures, and follow dress code at all times if possible. Stay on task. We will expect all kids to stay on task, be focused, and follow the teacher rules online. This year we're going to have your child will be having 4 classes. So instead of having 8, English, math will be something that they will have both semesters. Science and social science will alternate. So some students have science in this fall semester, and spring semester will have social science, and vice versa. Electives, some electives are semester long only, so those will alternate with PE. Some electives are year long, like choir, band, and if your child's in special ed or in the EL program, those were year-long courses. So here is a example of a schedule for distance learning that starts on Tuesday. So classes start, period 1 starts at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, your child is instructed to meet, go on Google Meet. And once again, the teacher is already should be sending them the codes, their Google Classroom codes where the Meet instructions are. So 9 o'clock, student logs in. 9:45, that period ends for some of them. Teacher has the option of keeping certain students that might need help or extend the period all the way to 10:05. So just do know that teachers have the autonomy to doing that. The purpose of that time is to provide intervention for those students that require a little bit more practice, and at the same time, some students might be done a little early to start doing the independent work. Period 2 starts at 10:05, and again, around 10:50, teacher has the option either to keep some students or continue with class. If not, have certain students start doing the independent work. There's a break on our 11:10. Come back again at 11:25. There's a lunch time at 12:30. and class ends at 2:10, kind of like the same sequence that like ends at 2:10, and there's a possibility that your child might be asked to join again with the teacher. There are some office hours just in case during the independent time or the group work you still have questions. We are going to be taking attendance throughout the day, so if your child's missing class, virtual class, they will be marked absent, and after that, the system will know it, and we will be calling you, letting you know that your child missed that class, the virtual class. As well, time management, organization skills. We are going to be providing a lot of support. We know that a lot of parents work, and the children are going to be home either with an older brother, sister, sibling, and the maturity skill and the time management skills are so important. So we are going to be providing intervention for those students that we feel need support in the area. Aries Portal, I highly encourage all of you guys to please download Aries Portal. It's an app. We will be sending the information home with the codes, so download the app. And so you can check your students, your child's grades. You can be at work and just checking whether they attended class, whether they missed, and have real life grades at all times. So once we get off that watch list, blended learning will start, and blended learning is a combination between face-to-face and online. And how that works is we are going to be school-wide publishing a real detailed plan as to how that looks, how it is when kids come in and how they interact during recess, how they come into class. But rest assured that we are working very hard to really follow the guidelines and making sure your children are safe when they come to Saddle Middle School when we return to blended learning. As well, during the blended learning, there will still be 4 classes. Mondays will be distance learning. They will have 4 classes. If your child is in the group A, he or she will come Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Wednesdays and Fridays they will be home on distance learning, and vice versa. If you stay home on whatever days you are assigned, be reminded those students are still need to check in with their teachers at the end of the day. So very important that you start getting these materials for your children. When we return, they will be needing. There will be no sharing whatsoever. Teachers will probably add a little bit more with this on the syllabus and their classroom norms. So it's so important that you get those materials for your children, so when they return or when they're doing distance learning. I did put a link here to our Fowler Unified Reopening School Plan. Great resource to kind of look over. The link will be provided here. So please, I highly encourage you guys to read this document. Our after-school program, we're going to be offering virtual tutoring. There are going to be we're going to be offering those tutoring programs and a lot of STEM activities during our expanded learning. So if you are interested in the expanded learning for after school, please let us know. We're going to be working really hard to provide a lot of virtual intervention for virtual tutoring and a lot of STEM activities. Really important, if you have not done so, please make sure you purchase Chromebook Insurance. More than ever, your children are going to be at home using those Chromebooks, and whatever accident happens, $20 will cover a lot. So I highly encourage that. If you have not done so, go on Parent Square, or you come into the office and bring your $20 and we'll give you a receipt. But I highly encourage you guys to get the Chromebook Insurance. Parent Square, continue to engage with Parent Square. Great tool. Teachers will be communicating to you guys, Parent Square. Whenever they assign an assignment, they can alert you as well. So you can communicate back with the teachers. So Parent Square is going to do a lot of amazing things just to open communication during remote learning. We are going to be having some parent workshops. Our first workshop is going to be September 3rd, and that is just a little bit more in detail about distance learning, how to best support your child to succeed. The next one is monitoring student grades and social media safety tips. So we are publishing a resource page in this website. So please check out the resource page so that you know the full schedule for this year. So once again, if you have any questions, my name is Mr. Cortez. We want to wish you guys an amazing year. It's going to be a challenging year, a lot of changes, a lot of ups and downs, but we are here to support each other. Any questions, please let us know. Stay safe. Take care of each other. Thank you.